Will the European hangover kick in, or can West Ham use this momentum to drive on and get the massive 3 points that they need against Bournemouth? This is the big match preview. Ryan, back with me today. How you doing, mate?
Yeah, I'm all right, mate. Straight after Friday Night Pint on the preview. It's non-stop on West Ham Fan TV, but we're in a buzz at the moment. 2 good results, and look at the smiles on our faces. Let's hope it continues on Sunday, mate.
That's it. It's this is. Well, I think we touched it. I know the post-match reaction never went up due to technical issues, but I think I said it the other night. This could be the biggest week of our season, realistically, with the point on Sunday, the good win the other night against Ghent, and then getting 3 points against Bournemouth and relegation rivals. This could be the icing on the cake for this week.
Yeah, definitely, mate. I think if we get a result on Sunday, if we get the win at Bournemouth, which will be difficult, they're in a good run of form themselves. I think they've won 3 out of their last 5. Great win at Spurs last week. Not many people see that coming, especially when they get Tottenham score a late equaliser, make it 2-2, and you think Bournemouth had just settled for the point, but they didn't. They went up the other end, got the winner, and they've sort of dragged themselves away from the relegation zone. So a win at Bournemouth would be massive. Not a place that we really pick up 3 points. We've had a few draws there, but we've only won there once in our last 7 visits. So not a great hunting ground for us. But yeah, as you said, mate, a win on Sunday, drag us away from that relegation zone, and then it'll be the perfect end to a perfect week in the wacky world of West Ham United.
That's it, mate. When you look at we've touched on if for those of you who watch Friday Night Pint, we discussed a bit about the Ghent game, and we've touched upon the fighting spirit that the boys have started to show. We saw it against Arsenal with a comeback. We saw it, last night against Ghent. That we went a goal down and we wasn't scared and we didn't hide, and we come back, got in the team's face, and we went on to get the win against King. And also, we could have nicked the winner against Arsenal as well. Antonio hitting the bar when realistically he should have scored. But us saying that we've shown a bit of fight and a bit of spirit. Bournemouth come into this off the back at 2 wins on the bounce. Like you said, they didn't give up against Spurs. They were 1-0 down very early in that game, come back to go 2-1, and then obviously Spurs get the late equaliser. But they've showed a bit of heart. They've shown a bit of a fight now. So this could end up being quite an entertaining 6-pointer.
Yeah, I'm hoping that it's a comfortable victory for West Ham, of course, but it's never the way with West Ham. We're going to have a difficult game. But as you said, I think a lot of fans have picked up on this. In the last few weeks, they've seen fight in this team. We've never not doubted our team. Of course you can when they're not picking up results, but they've got it in them. There's talent in this squad, and we haven't seen it a lot this season. But the business end of the season, we're starting to pick up results. Things are starting to go our way as well, like the own goal at Fulham. Saka missing the penalty. Things like that can change the course of a season, and moments like that, players pick up on, crowds pick up on, and we start picking up on other people's mistakes and start picking up points. We'll comfortably stay up, and hopefully, mate, we'll be lifting a European trophy in June.
No, that's it, mate. That's it. And it's like you said, it's creating your own luck. Where earlier in the season that bounce didn't go for you, that second ball didn't drop to you. Them things are slowly seem to be turning and creeping in our favour, and you do have to make your own luck sometimes, but you need to show the fight and the commitment to be able to generate that luck, and I think we are slowly starting to see that. We've got almost a fully fit squad. Obona's facing a late fitness check. Moyes has come out and said we haven't picked up any more injuries from last night against Ghent. The only real absentee will be Skamaka. Bournemouth come into this, both former West Ham players, Fredericks and Stanislas, probably going to be missing. They're also missing Chiore. I think they've got Vina. I think he scored against Spurs the other week. I think he's facing a late fitness test and could return from. But Gary O'Neill's got them playing a bit better. A bit better football, and they're not going to roll over on this one, and we will have to graft this one out, I think.
Yeah, look, it's always a difficult place to go. It's a tight ground, small ground. listen, you talk about ex-West Ham players not missing. You've got to remember Gary O'Neill's ex-West Ham.
Yeah.
You know, their manager at the beginning of the season, Scott Parker, ex-West Ham. So it was Scott Parker was their manager, wasn't he?
Yeah. He was
Yeah,
about, and
right.
then they got battered.
You
And
know what?
they
I knew
sacked him,
it
didn't
was, but I
they?
just had to question myself then.
Yeah.
But look, it's going to be a difficult game. You know, Solanke's found a bit of form up front. You know, they are a difficult team, and when it don't matter where you are in the league, if you find you go a few games unbeaten, as I said, 3 wins out of their last 5, it's why they've sort of dragged themselves away from the relegation zone, and same as Crystal Palace as well. So if we can join that little group of teams that are starting to pull away, it's where we want to be. We don't want to be we don't want to be going into them final few games, you know, with because it will affect the European run. You know, start picking up the points in the league, you know, and then you can enjoy the European run and chuck everything at it, which we should do anyway. But it's gonna be a very interesting game, tough game, but yeah, it's one we can get a result there.
Yeah, I'm with you, mate. I said it's not going to be easy. I think it will be a bit entertaining. And you know, when you look at the ground, like you said, Bournemouth's one of the old-fashioned, right close, right tight to the pitch. This could be for the likes of Paqueta, something he's not really experienced before. You know, coming, especially playing in this country. I don't know what a lot of the grounds are like in France, but will they be used to this sort of atmosphere of the players practically the fans, right on top of the players, right by the side of the pitch? You know, that could, like it used to at Upton Park, sometimes it can affect players.
As I say, they're definitely not used to it at London Stadium, mate. But yeah, no, you're right. Look, pitches, grounds like Bournemouth, you don't get time on the ball. You know, teams like Bournemouth don't let you settle. They won't let you play football. They're going to get up you. You know, they're going to put the tackles in. So, as you say, some of these players might not be used to it, but we need our players that are used to it, like Rice, Bowen, Souček, if he starts. You know, we need them to get stuck in as well and show that little bit of fight. And as we said, we've seen that a lot in the last few weeks. And again, when you're 2-0 down against Arsenal, we was all fearing the worst. But something clicked, something changed, and we found a little bit of fighting spirit. And we walked out of that ground. Everyone, you find yourself 2-0 down against Arsenal after 10 minutes. You're walking out of the ground saying, how didn't we win?
Yeah.
And that's the difference. That's the difference with football. It's moments like that. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It should be a good game, entertaining game for the neutrals. Probably not so good for West Ham and Bournemouth fans. But yeah,
not good for the nerves.
We can have a nice little day down by the seaside because we don't usually do well down by the seaside. Brighton, we don't usually get a result there, and Bournemouth's another one. So I'm hoping that we pick up the 3 points, and that'll put us on 34 points, I think. So we'll start getting a nice little gap between the bottom 3, and if results go away with other games, even better for us.
Yeah, no, exactly, mate. Exactly. Looking at that, you know, looking at the performances against Arsenal and performances against Genk, would you make changes in this game? You know, what would you, if you had the chance to be Moyes for the day, what would you go for with our starting 11 on this one?
For me, not much change from the Arsenal game. I think he'll go Fabianski in goal, Soufal, Zuma. I think Aguero will come back in. And for Kera, and I think Emerson will start start a left back. I think in front of him, I think you see a midfield double of Rice and Souček with Paqueta just in front of them, and then Ben Rama on the left, Bowen on the right, and then Antonio up top on his own, battling. So yeah, that's the team that I think Moyes will go for, and I know Souček's got a little bit of stick, but I think we might need him on Sunday. I think because they're going to put a lot of balls in the air into the box. So we're going to need his presence in the box, in both boxes, and in centre mid. So, yeah, that's the team I've gone for, mate.
Yeah, I'd go for a very similar few, but I think I'd stick with Kera. I thought Kera done, barring the whole back line for that first 10 minutes were just not at the races, but I thought he showed his class against Arsenal. You know, partnering Zuma. You know, for me, I watched that game. Obviously, I was away. I watched the game with Arsenal fan at 2-0 down. I said, if it goes 3-0, we're walking out of the pub. And to be honest, when I saw the starting lineup, I was very had that feeling that we were not going to get anything out of it. Kehrer playing at the back along with as Creswell, but they proved me wrong. And for me, Kehrer had a good game. He deserves another start. Look, Aguerd again. But again, the back line yesterday against Ghent were good apart from when we conceded that goal. But Aguerd was good last night. But I think Kehrer deserves another shot, another chance. So I'm going to go, as you, I'm bringing Emerson back in at left back, Fab in goal. But I'm going to go for Kehrer and Zuma as my two centre-halves with Soufal, Wright, Rice, Souček and Paqueta, because I think last night showed, Souček, his work rate and his fight ability, and like you said, his aerial dominance normally, he's going to be a key part in this game against Bournemouth. Benny had a quiet night against Genk, but I think he will cause Bournemouth problems. Bowen seems to be in top form, and Antonio, what's he got now? 3 goals in the last 2 games, so he starts himself up top.
I think even, you could even see maybe Danny Ings starting this game, ex-Bournemouth as well, ex-Southampton, rivals down on the South Coast. So if he started Danny Ings on Sunday, it wouldn't surprise me. But I think he'll go Antonio. I agree with that.
Yeah. Just for me on form, I just think that he's found that little... He's got the goals. Last night he took his goals really well, I thought. So yeah, he's going to be buzzing, and he's going to be wanting.
When you look at Antonio under David Moyes, when he gets a little run of form, this is when he starts picking up goals and enjoying his football again. And look, Antonio can be one of the most frustrating players you'll ever watch. But when he's on form and he's enjoying his football, he can be one like the most enjoyable players to watch, and he'll get you goals. So, but do you know what? As I said, like fixtures like this weekend, mate, for us, like some of the games that stand out, you got Palace and Everton playing each other. You got Leicester versus Wolves. Forest go to Liverpool on Saturday. Leeds are away at Fulham, early kickoff. They're games that sort of affect us. And yeah, so results go our way. And if we get a result at Bournemouth on Sunday, mate, I think we can safely say we'll have 1 foot, 1 arm in the Premier League next season.
Yeah, that's it. And in a bit of way, it's a good position playing on the Sunday. You do get to see how other teams have performed on the Saturday. As we're recording this at this moment, the crazy thing that we're seeing is that Southampton are 3-1 up against Arsenal. So that's not a result going our way. It's crazy, that one. I don't think anyone saw that one coming, especially considering it's at Arsenal. So results are not going our way at the moment, but there's still a long way to go in that game. But
we just need to worry about ourselves. You need results to go your way, of course you do. But listen, if we pick up about 2 or 3 more wins, I think we can safely say we'll be a Premier League team next season. And then, let's hope. I know we keep talking about it and mentioning it, but why not? It's not often your team gets to a semi-final of a European Cup. Let's enjoy it. And hopefully, mate, what we thought was going to be a terrible season could end up being one of our most successful in 43 years.
Exactly, mate. Exactly. Well, before we wrap it up, Ryan, give us your score prediction for Sunday.
I hate these because I never get them right. I want to say we're going to lose because then we'll win. But honestly, I think it'll be a very close game. I think if anything, I think we'll nick it 2-1. I think it'll be a game that we might start well, find ourselves maybe getting into a 2-0 lead, concede a stupid goal, and then hanging on at the end. But I'll be honest, I'll take that because points win prizes, mate. Points keep you in the Premier League.
That's it. That's it.
2-1 to us.
I'm sort of with you. Obviously, what do I know? I turned around and said last night that we'd win 2-1 on in extra time, and it'd be a nervy affair, and we won out comfortable winners. But I'm like you. I think it's going to be a tight game. I think it's going to be a good game. And I think we're going to nick a late winner. I think it's going to be 1-1 going into the last 10 minutes, and we're going to nick it at the end 2-1. Just as you said, same scoreline. But I think we're going to nick it late.
Well, at least one thing we can guarantee this time is that Callum Wilson can't score against us with a hand.
Yes, that is true, mate. That is true.
I think it's going to be a very entertaining game down on the South Coast. And, I think you're going to have Bournemouth fans are going to be up for it. Our fans are going to be up for it. Where me and Nicky are going to be there. We're it's like when you get Bournemouth away, you've got to get the golden ticket because there's not many tickets for Bournemouth
Yeah,
away.
exactly.
So it's going to be nice to be in the ground, you know, and let's get behind the boys and hopefully we get them 3 points and we can all drive home on Sunday smiling and yeah, come on you ones.
That's it, mate. That's it. But thank you, mate, for joining me. Thank you, everyone else in the comments. Leave your score prediction low. Let me know whose team you prefer, mine or Ryan's, going into this fixture. As Ryan said, him and Nicky will be down at Bournemouth for fan cams, doing post-match reaction. I will be back with the build-up to the Liverpool game, probably on Monday night, because we're both going to the Youth Cup final. So, yeah, we'll try and get that preview done and dusted and out.
If anyone is going to the Bournemouth game on Sunday and they want to come over to do a fan cam, bring Nicky a stick of rock. He won't know what's going on. Bring Nicky a stick of rock from Bournemouth. He'd love it. He loves a stick of rock.
That's it, mate. That's it. But, yeah, thank you very much. Right, only one thing left to say, mate.
Come on, you Irons.